Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Brittany, or PumasRevenge here, and let's go ahead and do it. And then let's talk about my biggest fear. Now, like most people, this is just gonna be a basic fear. I'm afraid of needles, which a lot of people in this world are, but specifically, I'm not really scared of shots. I'm okay with shots. I can do them pretty well. I still am a little nervous when I'm around it. But specifically needles when they draw your blood. I'm not good with that. I just don't like that needle going into that part of my arm. Also, the rubber band they put on just kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's not because I don't like looking at blood or anything, or I'm scared of it, or just anything like that. I just can't handle that needle going into that part of my arm. I don't know. But for me, I never usually keep my arm straight anywhere. I never keep it straight. Like when I'm just sitting down or anything, like just pulling it out like right now and holding it out straight actually really freaks me out, and I can't do it that way. So I've only had my blood drawn about maybe 5 times in my life or something like that. Wasn't that many times, but the reason I'm really scared of them is because when I was about 10 years old, I went to go get my blood drawn, and then the results came back that I basically had diabetes, and they were like, well, you're only 10 years old, so we're gonna do this again and see if that's accurate or not. Well, we went back to the hospital, and because it wasn't an emergency and the lab was closed, it was about like 9 o'clock at night, they were like, okay, just sit down in the emergency room and we'll call you back when there's space and time to do so. Well, they called me back at around maybe 11 o'clock, and they didn't draw my blood until 1 in the morning. So that whole time, I was having so much anxiety from like 8 o'clock to 1 in the morning because I had to get my blood drawn. And well, of course I fell asleep because I was 10 years old, and who stays up till 1 in the morning as a 10-year-old in a hospital? Yeah, I fell asleep. I woke up and they were rolling this humongous thing in with a bunch of just weird containers and stuff, and that obviously freaked me out. And then they were like, what arm do you want the needle in? And I was like, I don't care, I just want this over with. Honestly, really, who cares what arm the needle goes in? Just stick it in there and let's get it over with. Well, that was done. Everything came back negative. I was perfectly fine, so really there was no point of doing it the second time, because for whatever reason, the first time it just screwed up and it was all stupid, so I had to go through it twice. So the whole day was basically me having anxiety because of a needle that started in the morning and then it continued in the afternoon because I had to go back and do it again. So that really sucked for me, and I was only 10 years old, so I really didn't know what was happening. I just couldn't understand why I had to do it again until I got older and I really understood why. But really, that's the story of why I'm scared of needles. It might be a stupid story to you guys, it's probably totally normal and all that. But for me, I just don't like needles, and I still didn't like needles before that actually happened, but that just made it like 10 times worse. So tell me what your biggest fear is in the comments below if you feel like sharing that with me. And if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like down below, maybe even subscribe. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys later.